So do you mean, what do you mean by evaporation? First, you need to give me the answer for this question. What do you mean by evaporation? Yes, Rafet, tell me that what do you mean by the word evaporation? Please unmute your mic.
So evaporation is when liquid state slowly starts to get converted into gaseous state.
Okay. Below its boiling point or at boiling point?
Below its boiling point.
Okay. Okay. Next, tell me that what is latent heat?
Sir, latent heat is when a solid gets converted. Sir, I don't remember.
Okay. Do you have notes right now with you?
Yeah. 2 minutes. Sir, I'm gonna bring my note.
Yes, you done? Where are you? Yes. Tell me. Tell me. What is latent heat? Check in your notes whether it is written. What is latent heat? Hmm?
So latent heat definition is not there.
Latent heat definition is not here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we shall be starting from the beginning so that you can understood each and everything in more appropriate manner. Okay, because I think that you have not maintained your notes and you have not studied each and everything. So let's start studying from the beginning. Note from here, starting from here. What is latent heat? It is the amount of heat that is being required. Just listen to me first, then you have to write. Latent heat is the amount of heat that is being required to change the state of matter. Okay, what is that heat? Tell me first.
Change the state of matter.
To change the state of the heat required to change the state of matter. And can you tell me that when does the state change? When solid changes into liquid, is there a state change or not?
There is.
Yes, it is a state change. And when liquid changes into gas, is it a state change or not?
It is a state change.
it is also a state change. So what is latent heat? We can
So
simply say that
latent heat is the change of state.
no, it
No,
is the amount of heat that is being required. You just need to speak with me. It is the amount of heat,
it
speak,
is the amount of heat
that is being required
that is being required
to change
to change
the state of matter.
the state of matter.
Okay. It is the amount of heat without rising the temperature. Okay. बिना temperature को rise किए. Do you understand Hindi?
Yes, sir.
ओके बिना टेम्परेचर को राइज किए जब हम लोग किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट की स्टेट को चेंज करते हैं, किसी मैटर की स्टेट को चेंज करते हैं, तो उसे हम लोग लेटेंट हीट बोलते हैं. ओके लेटेंट का मतलब क्या होता है? व्हाट डू यू मीन द वर्ड वर्ड लेटेंट मींस? इट मींस हिडन. व्हाट डज इट मींस? इट मींस
Hidden.
hidden. Latent means hidden. Okay. So just try to write it in your own words. What is latent heat now? Then I will ask you the definition. What is latent heat? Note it down in your own words. Why again you have turned off your camera? You have to keep your camera turned on.
So latent heat is the change of state without the rising of the temperature.
The amount of heat, now check it. Now check it. The correction, do the correction. This is the amount of heat that is being required to change the state of matter without rising the temperature. Okay. Note it down.
And so,
Done?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now the latent heat are of two types. What are these? One is latent heat of fusion. What is latent heat of fusion?
Fusion.
Fusion is spelling F-I-S-I-O-N. Yeah, F-U-S-I-O-N. What is latent heat of fusion? F-U-S-I-O-N. Okay, fusion. So latent heat of fusion, and second one is latent heat of vaporization. Got it? There are two
Yes,
types
sir.
of latent heat. One is, stop writing, don't write. There are two types of heats, latent heat. One is latent heat of fusion, another one is latent heat of vaporization. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
And what is latent heat of fusion? So what is latent heat of fusion? It is the amount of heat that is being required to change 1 kilogram of ice or any solid, not ice, any solid, into liquid with at its melting point. Means वो हीट जो चाहिए होती है किसी 1 kg के सब्सटेंस को पूरी तरह से लिक्विड में बदलने के लिए बिना उसका टेम्परेचर राइज किए, यानी उसके मेल्टिंग पॉइंट पर. क्या होती है लेटेंट हीट? व्हाट इज लेटेंट हीट
So
ऑफ हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन?
latent heat is the amount of heat to convert 1 kg of any solid
Required to convert.
required to convert 1 kg of any solid into liquid without rising its temperature or going beyond its boiling point.
सो चलिए अब इसकी डेफिनेशन लिखिए. व्हाट इज लेटेंट हीट? दोनों टाइप्स की लेटेंट हीट लिखिए. लेटेंट हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन, लेटेंट हीट वाइब्रेशन, और दोनों लेटेंट हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन की डेफिनेशन लिखिए अपने वर्ड्स में. Done. Noted. What is latent heat of fusion?
So latent heat of fusion is converting 1 kg of solid into liquid form without rising the temperature or going beyond the boiling point.
At its boiling point, not beyond, not before.
At its
Okay.
boiling point.
And you have not mentioned any heat. You're saying that amount of what? You said, what do you read?
One
What
one
do you write?
kg of
What do you read?
solid.
Start reading from the beginning.
Latent heat of fusion is converting 1 kilo
Is
of
converting. It is not a process. You have to write latent of fusion is the amount of heat required. Do the correction. Is the amount of heat required.
latent heat of fusion is the amount of heat required to convert 1 kilogram of solid into liquid
S-
without rising.
Same. Same is the latent heat of vaporization. What is vaporization? Because you need to change only. It is the amount of heat that is being required to convert 1 kg of liquid into gas without rising the temperature into gas. It is from the previous one was from solid to liquid. It is from liquid to gas. Got it? Not a definition. Not a definition of latent heat of evaporation in your own words. You done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. Now you understood. Now, if the question comes at why do the temperature do not rise uh, while changing the state of matter? When we are changing the state of matter, the temperature do not rise. Why does the temperature do not rise? Can you give me the answer? Why do the temperature do not rise?
Sir, because during the change of state, the temperature remains constant because of latent
Because
heat.
yeah, the question comes at why do when the state is being changed, why do the temperature remain constant? Where does the heat goes? Or the question may comes that why the latent heat is called latent heat, means hidden heat. Because every time when we heat something, the temperature increases, na?
Yes, sir.
For example, you have a glass of water, you keep it on the burner for 1 or 2 minutes, you will find that there is a temperature rise in the water. But
Yes.
if you are having 1 kg of ice, okay, you add the thermometer to it, you will feel that till then the whole water get evaporated, get converted into liquid. If you are heating, continuously heating, the ice will get converted into liquid, but the temperature will not rise. Why the temperature not? Because this time the heat is going in the conversion process, in overcoming the force of attraction between the particles of solid or increasing the kinetic energy.
Sir.
Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
So you have to keep in mind that this is a very important question that is going to come in your examination, that why do temperature remain constant. Okay, so what you are going to write? Temperature do not change when uh,
Temp-
temperature do not change when the state of matter changes, because the heat goes in overcoming the force of attraction. Speak and answer me this question in your own words.
the temperature does not change because during the change of state, uh, during the state of change, it does not overcome any. It's getting converted into kinetic energy.
You have to write it in your words that the temperature do not increases because the heat goes in overcoming the force of attraction between the particles of solid and liquid respectively. Okay.
Yes, so
So read this question once, and then you have to, I will remove it, and then you have to write it in the question. Write down the question first. Why do the temperature do not rise when ice melt to liquid water or any solid? Change into liquid. Note it down fast. When you write the question, then let me know. Done? Noted question? Rafi, you noted this question?
sir, almost. So done.
Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So so what you will write? Heat goes in. Read the question first, answer first, and then you have to write it thoroughly. Okay. Heat goes in overcoming the force of attraction between the particle of solids so that they can move freely in liquid state. I.e., it goes in overcoming the force of attraction. Okay, in kinetic energy of the particles. Okay.
Okay. Sir,
So done. This one.
sir, answer. Should I write?
You done this one? Means you can no. You have to write it in your own words.
Okay,
You
sir, done.
okay? Write it. Write it. Done.
So,
Okay. Read the answer.
so the heat goes in overcoming the force of attraction, allows the particles to move freely, and
Again. Read it. Speak a little bit louder. Your voice should be clear and loud.
the heat goes in overcoming the force of attraction, allows the particles to move freely, and gets converted and the heat gets converted into kinetic energy.
Okay, try to note it down right now. The heat goes, do the correction. Where you missed, do the correction. The heat goes in
Between the
our,
particle.
the answer should be exactly same. Means there must not be much change. Okay, note it down.
Sudden.
Done. Okay.
Yes.
So if I'm talking here that why do temperature do not rise when the ice melt? So you will be able to easily able to write that heat goes in overcoming the force of attraction and B. Okay, now you understood the concept that where
Yes,
does the
sir.
heat goes? Okay, and why what is latent heat? You understood,
Yes, sir.
and why it is called hidden heat? Why
Because
it is yeah because
because it allows particles to move.
hidden means it because it does not increase let the temperature to increase while changing the state of matter.
It does
The
not let the temperature decrease or
increase
increase.
increase yeah. Next, if I'm asking here that which is more effective in cooling, 0 degree ice or 0 degree water? Which is more effective, do you think?
0 degree ice.
Why?
So because 0 degree,
Why? Because 0 degree ice will absorb extra heat in the form of latent heat.
in the form of latent heat.
Hmm? For example, ice when changes to 0 degree water, first it will change 0 degree water
Yes,
and it will absorb the heat from surrounding. If ice is kept in lassi, the surrounding is lassi, it will absorb the heat from lassi and in turn it will cool it because if it stole the heat from lassi, the lassi will become cold. So
yes,
ice till then the ice whole ice get melted. It will keep on cooling and when now it becomes 0 degree water. But if we add 0 degree water, it will not cool it to that extent. Okay, got it? So
yes,
I'll
sir.
say that 0 degree ice is more effective in cooling than 0 degree water because ice absorb extra heat in the form of latent heat of
Hmm.
fusion, which the liquid water do not at 0 degree Celsius will not. Okay, read the question 1 or 2 times and then read the question 1 and 2 times and answer also. And when you learn it, let me know. Learn this question right now. Learn this question.
So done.
Next. Done? Not? Okay.
Yes.
Speak. Speak.
Ice at 0 degrees will be more effective in cooling than liquid water in 0 degrees because 0 degree ice will absorb extra heat in the form of latent heat of fusion, and
Okay.
0 degree of water will not absorb more heat from it.
Which the 0 degree water will not absorb. Okay, don't now write it down in your copy. Add this answer.
So done.
Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Read it now.
Zero
What you know.
degree ice is more effective in cooling than 0 degree liquid water because 0 degree ice will absorb extra heat in the form of latent heat of fusion, whereas 0 degree water does not absorb extra heat.
Okay. Now, now this is the graph. Draw this graph. And which of the following is correct?
All the graphs.
You done this one? Yes or no? Done? Where have you gone? Yes, Rafey.
So,
So yes, you done this question?
sir, last
Okay, do this one.
So done.
Okay. Same question comes. Which is the correct option here? A, B, C, D. Which is the correct option? C graph is more appropriate. Why? Because when we are having, for example, we have a solution and we are changing its state. Okay. So when we are changing the state, so if the water if with the water it is 50 degrees Celsius, then we are cooling it. So when it is zero, when it becomes temperature becomes zero, then for some time the temperature will remain zero. Why? Because all the water till get converted into ice, 0 degree ice. Temperature will remain zero. So when the state change at that temperature, whether it is 100 degree or 0 degree, the temperature at 0 degree and 100 degree remain constant. Okay,
So,
understood?
yes, sir.
The same question comes that why do the burn caused by steam is more severe than boiling water at the same temperature? Note the question. Why do the burn caused by steam is more severe than So what should be the answer for this question? Tell me, Rafey. You noted the question.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me the answer.
So because uh, steam has a lot of kinetic energy and
Latent heat of evaporation. Okay.
latent heat of
Latent,
evaporation.
yeah, steam has an extra heat in the form of latent heat of evaporation, which the liquid water do not, or 100-degree water do not have. Okay, so because of extra heat, it will burn extra. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you again answer me the question. Okay, this is the question, and then you have to just a minute. Let me remind you that steam at 100 degrees Celsius has an extra heat in the form of latent heat of
Latent heat of
vaporization.
vaporization.
Vaporization. So you have to read this question and learn it first, and then you need to note it down. Learn it. Steams come in the contact with the skin. It releases extra heat in the form of latent heat of evaporation, which boiling water at 100 degrees Celsius will not release. Take your time and learn it. Learn.
Yes, sir.
Okay, speak.
Steam, when it comes to contact with your skin, it releases extra latent heat of vaporization, which 100-degree water does not. Thus, steam, thus steam burns harder when it comes into contact with your skin because of latent heat of vaporization.
It burns extra in the because does it burns extra? Okay, so
Yes,
okay, note it down. Note it down in your own words. Note it down. Done.
yes, sir.
Okay. Check whether you have done some mistake or not. Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's all for today. We'll meet you in the next class. Thanks for coming. Yes, Zen, how are you? Is I'm audible to you? Please turn on your camera.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please turn on
I'll be back.
it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Zen. So where were you in the previous class?
So we were doing the cold water um, reaction, the water reaction, metal with water reaction.
Okay. Metals reaction with water, na?
Yes, sir. And then we did some 2 or 3 questions.
Okay, we were studying basics of chemistry. Okay. So then today we shall be studying the salts. And salts we were studying also previously, but we shall be starting it from the beginning.
Okay, sir.
What is salts? Salts, you know that when acid base react with each other, they form salts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, they form salts. When I ask you to write, then you have to write only. And let me share the screen first. Is this visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'm saying here is that uh, what is caustics? There are different types of salt that we're going to study one by one. And this is the first salt that we are going to study that is called caustic soda. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Caustic soda is NaOH. It is not a salt, it is a base, but since it is a common base, which is very strong base, strong base. Okay. And how it is prepared? It is prepared when we have NaCl plus water
Okay.
and we pass electricity to it. Okay, electricity to it. Then it will gives you NaOH
Plus
plus
H2.
chlorine gas plus H2. Since this process take place at anode and cathode separately, so we'll simply say that here, if we made the anode and cathode, this is positive, this is negative. So if you have Na positive ion and Cl minus ion and H plus ions and OH minus ion, so this Na and OH will combine together to form
Yes, sir.
NaOH, and this 2Cl minus ion will go to anode or cathode.
It will go to anode.
Positively charged anode, so it will goes to anode, and
H plus
because
will
they
go
are,
to cathode.
so at anode what is 2Cl minus ion will goes there, will release two of its
BCl2.
electron, will give you Cl2, and at cathode what is going to happen?
Cathode hydrogen will
Hydrogen will be produced, the 2H plus ion will goes, and this electron will reaches to there and
be
will gives you
H2.
2H2, sorry H2, gives you H2. The overall reaction that we have written previously. Okay, so
Okay.
what is the chemical name of caustic soda?
NaOH.
Sodium hydroxide. Okay, so and this process is known as chloralkali process. Why we called it chloralkali process? Because the two substances are formed here. One is
Alkali and one is
alkali,
chlorine.
alkali, and another one is
Chlorine.
chlorine gas. Okay, so that's why it is known as chloralkali process. So read this once, and then I will remove this slide, and then you have to write it down in your own words.
Okay, sir.
Note it down.
Sir, I haven't done.
Hmm?
Sir, is there any trick to learning valencies? I learned, but then like still not a
Which
clear.
valency? The valency of which one?
The main valencies of H plus H.
So there is
The
NaCl.
valency star.
The valency is not being required here.
No, I'm not
You
talking
can.
about here. I'm talking about in total.
So you have to write it slowly. Slowly you will write it. You will be able to learn it slowly. Slowly. It does not mean that in one day you can be. As you keep on writing the formula, you will memorize each and everything. Okay. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
Sir, what is brine?
Brine is the mixture of NaCl and water. Mixture of NaCl and water.
Okay, sir. Done.
Done. Okay. So here we can say that and what is chloralkali process? Noted each and everything. Chloralkali
Like a
process also.
process is called chlor-alkali process because chlorine gas and alkali and which is formed.
Okay, check whether something is left here or not. If you have not mentioned each and anything, check it. Check your
Uh,
answer.
no, sir.
Done?
Wait, sir. The at cathode and anode. Okay, sir.
Now, check the reactions of anode and cathode, and then you have to write it in your own words. Just check it first. Here, the 2Cl minus ion. The 2Cl minus ion will goes and they will lose one electron and they will form chlorine gas.
Sir, I don't understand. UCl will go.
The 2Cl minus ion will goes towards anode where they will lose two electrons and will become chlorine gas. And at cathode,
To hydrogen positive, the electrons will go and it will form
gain two
H2,
electrons and will form.
and it will gain two electrons and it will form H2.
The overall reaction is this one. So you memorize this one?
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
the down also.
Yeah, you have to note it down.
Yes, sir.
You done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Check whether you have done some mistake. Just
Yes.
done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next thing, that
There
next type of
there was a
salt.
question down.
What are you saying? Done. What do you
There was
not noted? No, it is not. Now, what we are going to here is that it is a translucent that you have already mentioned this one, that you have, do you check whether it is written in a copy or not, the physical properties of NaOH? Because we have done this one, I think so. Check it.
yes, sir. Translucent melting point 591 Kelvin.
Okay, and readily
Readily
soluble. Readily, what do you mean by the readily soluble in water?
alkaline.
Readily means not means it is not fastly reactive. It is just slowly reactive in water. Okay.
Okay.
Deliquescent means will absorb moisture when kept in the open air, and when we prolonged exposed to atmosphere, it will give convert it into sodium carbonate because it react with the atmospheric carbon dioxide. Okay.
Sir, I didn't write that when
Yeah.
for
What are you saying?
I didn't write the when prolonged exposed to air.
Okay. Read it. Read it in one go, and then you have to write it in your words.
When prolonged exposed to air, it reacts with atmospheric air. Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So when prolonged exposed to air, it will check whether you have written the correct formula of sodium carbonate Na2CO3.
Yes, sir.
Was it correct?
Yes, sir. Na2CO3.
Okay. So next, what we are going to study is the bleaching powder. What is the bleaching powder? Bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride.
Okay.
Okay, calcium
Okay.
oxychloride, and or we can say that calcium oxychloride or calcium hypochloride, we called it
Calcium.
oxychloride, or calcium hypochloride.
uh,
Okay, and the formula
Hypo.
is hypochloride. Okay, don't write, stop writing, don't write.
Okay.
Need to increase your power. It will enhance your power, brain muscles power. When you keep a pressure on your brain muscles, then it will enhance your learning power. It is a little bit low level at this time. Okay, so
Okay.
it will increase on practicing. So what is this bleaching powder? Formula is calcium oxychloride. Okay,
Okay, sir.
preparation, how can we prepare? We can prepare it by passing chlorine gas chlorine gas through
To
slag lime,
calcium.
or hydroxide, that is called slag lime. Calcium hydroxide, that is called slag lime. Means the paste like structure of calcium hydroxide is called slag lime,
Okay.
and its aqueous very dilute solution like milk like or water like, means liquid. Like we have toothpaste. So if it a paste like structure, that is slag lime. And if we have a small amount of toothpaste dissolved in a glass of water, so it will become like,
Like,
so it is lime water. Okay,
uh,
so whether it is lime water, sometime in question it is being done that a substance X when passed, a substance X when chlorine gas is passed through that substance, it gives another substance Y. Okay, and which is used for as a disinfectant for killing germs. So
bleaching
you have
powder.
to okay, so you have to mention that calcium hydroxide, which is a slag lime and also called as lime water.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
When we pass chlorine gas to it, it will gives you. Okay, tell me that how can you prepare chlorine gas?
How can you prepare chlorine gas? By uh, from taking Cl. No, no. To chlorine gas. From taking
You
two
you
chlorine.
have you have prepared this one in the previous. You have prepared this one.
Yes, sir.
This one in the previous sorts. So how can you do this one? Tell me.
Sir,
How
by
can
what do
how
you
can you
say?
prepare? I'm saying here that how will you prepare? Okay. So tell me. We have done this one recently. And how will you prepare chlorine gas? Check it.
So we
Check it.
take two chlorine gas.
Not two chlorine gas. Okay. I'm just saying that you can prepare it by chloralkali process.
Okay. So we just use the caustic soda formula.
Caustic soda. What do you do in chloralkali process? What
This process, I mean, it creates a formation of chlorine gas and NaOH.
formation of chlorine gas?
Yes, sir.
And what? How does we prepare it?
By reacting it with to NaCl.
With water and passing electricity to it, na? By
Oh, yes, sir.
electrolyzing the brine, by passing electricity to brine. Brine is aqueous solutions of
Brine.
NaCl plus water. Okay,
Okay.
understood? Understood.
Yes, sir.
So, and this process by which we prepare bleaching powder is known as Hazen-Claver process. What we called it?
As
Hazen,
as and
Hasen, Claver.
clever process.
Okay, memorize each and everything on this one. Memorize each and everything.
Yes, sir.